Sergiy, let's let my phone. All right, we got it. Okay, here we go.
Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья! Я хочу представить сегодня очень интересного спикера, фантастический человек с сильнейшей энергетикой, который своим примером может показать нам всем, что значит американская мечта. И добивший своей американской мечты Сергей Корелов, коучер, он успешный бизнесмен, он человек, который прошел все испытания, которые можно было пройти в Америку, и олицетворяет сегодня у нас, олицетворяет собой американскую мечту, и он будет рассказывать нам, как ее достичь, что нужно сделать, какие шаги пройти, с какими трудностями столкнуться, чтобы покорить эту удивительную землю Америки. Сергей Корелов, пожалуйста.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I was told we're going to speak in English because there is more English people attending this event, and I will continue in English if you don't mind. How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you. So I would like to start with a few jokes to break the ice because you don't know me very much, and I know few of you. And what I want to start with, a joke for immigrants who is arriving from somewhere in the eastern part of Europe, and their language, English language is not so strong yet, but they really like to make a soup from the rooster. Soup from the rooster, but they don't know the word rooster. When they come to this grocery department, and they see this meat person who is serving meat and cutting steaks and doing this burgers and everything. They come to them, we are looking for chicken husband, because they don't know how to say rooster. Anyway, the next joke is a true one, and please hold your ears, because when we arrive from different parts of the world, our pronunciation is not great. So, by the way, don't judge me for my language, because I'm writing a book right now, From Broken English to American Dream, and we'll talk about this later. But the point is, when we arrive to this country, we speak some words, and they can have a different connotation, different meaning. For example, the word we have trouble with as immigrants from Eastern Europe, one of the words is shit. And the word shit, it's a very bad word, it's actually. But what we want to say sheet of paper or the sheet of bedding, and we have a problem with that. There is another bad word, I don't know what should I say, but it's related to the beautiful scenery. You see ocean, you see sand, and you call it beach. But it's not beach, it's beach. Right? So this is another word we have trouble with. And there's one more I just discovered recently. Sorry, but I just want to make it real. I just want to make it fun. For those who is native to America, they don't understand how difficult for us to even integrate in society and how to start speaking on this subject of reaching out American dream. But imagine that. You are presenting your idea and you're talking with a banker or some other government officials, and you trying to communicate. We have this annual tradition, and instead of annual, you say annual. And everybody says, cheap drops, because it's also a bad word. But you're not trying to be bad. You're not trying to use bad words. You're just trying to use good words and communicate good message. So now, I guess we all understand how hard it is to even come and breach the first barrier and start speaking properly in the English language. This is how I want to start my story. It's not my story. It's a story of the immigrant. I find myself answering to the destiny, answering to the calling of something bigger than my life and even my family life when I was about 10 years of age. It's 1985. I am dressed in very warm clothes on January 25th. Around midday, winter, cold, gloomy. And I found myself standing at the cemetery, at the burial event, where my dear uncle, only 26 years old, is about to get buried forever. And I love him so much, so dearly. And I'm 10 and I have hysteria. First time I am exposed to a person get dead. And I'm about to jump into the grave hole. I'm just trying to rescue. I'm just trying to pull him out. I'm just trying to do something, say, how you can do this? How you can nail his coffin? He is a person who I need to be alive. He is so much important to me. And then I was supposed to answer the question why he passed away. He took his life away because he was addicted to the drugs, gambling. And he just got married and had a daughter, but he ended up in a big debt. So he cannot overcome this miserable difficulty of his life. And he took his life. Why I'm telling you this story? Because by the time you and I are born to this planet Earth, we have so much questions to answer. And the questions like this: where are you now? Where do you want to go from now? Who you are and who you are not. What is working in your life right now and you're happy and you're satisfied and you're bubbly about it? And what is not working? What is not feeling right? What is something holding you? So all these questions, they are part of this big, deep void. In each of us, we have this vacuum. We can call it holy wound. The holy wound is calling us to find solutions, bring answers, and feel this. And sometimes we're trying to feel it with different ideas, different thoughts and parties, and just get distracted. But it's not the way how to deal with that particular issue. It's time to get true and time to get honest about who you are and all of this question I just asked you a moment ago. After we have these questions, we feel sometimes overwhelmed, unaccomplished, sometimes imposter syndrome, sometimes we feel terrified, anxiety, fear. Sometimes we feel not worthy. Sometimes you feel like you don't belong here. And this is a deep question, the true questions. We don't have to ignore them. This is a moment to embrace them, look them in the face, those questions, and deal with them. Talk to yourself, talk to your conscience, talk to your subconscious person, and just figure out answers to these questions. And as soon as you pay the price, why I'm telling you this, 6 years ago I went through the deepest identity crisis and the deepest crisis, midlife crisis. All my identity was shattered. I bought a motorcycle, I bought a sport fast car, I started, traveling, went to experience what's a casino about. I just tried to find the satisfaction and it just turbulence come to my life. It took me 6 years just to pay attention, hire different gurus, coaches, reading a lot of books, traveling, paying big fees to some kind of events and experiences just to get to the satisfactory answers to who I am. And it's such a wonderful time to understand who you are, where you're going, what's holding you back. I love it. All right, so I promise you not to bore you with my stories, but it's important for you to understand that when we all facing real life issues and questions, it's okay. It's make us human. It's make us real. It's make us authentic. When I'm telling you all of these struggles, it's not just to scare you or make you discomfortable. It's about to relate. Because I don't have a moment to know your life, but I bet you have something to tell me when we have one-on-one tea time or coffee time. You have something to open up about and talk. and now I can relate to it. Now, moving back to American Dream. American Dream for each of us, for you especially, is your personal, unique dream. We'll talk about this in just a moment. But how this has happened to me, when I was 26 in 2001, 6 months before September 11 happened, we moved into America. And we know only one person. She lived in Alaska. Her name was Luba. And we moved into Alaska with my wife. She's pregnant. I'm 7 months inside our second child. And 2-year-old baby. We have $1,500 cash in our pocket. This is true American story. $1,500 cash. We're moving into dark, cold place in March of 2001. And we're spending all of this money to buy a first car. Cheapest car we can find on entire Alaska, probably. $1,500 car, what kind of car is it? This car served us very well, it was luxury, quality, very old, and the engine failed in 3 months. All our money was gone. I obviously was not sitting and waiting for money to be gone. I started looking for a job, first job. I was woodworker, I was building kitchens, I was doing beautiful woodwork and doors and stuff like that. There was not enough income, not enough work, I have to find another job. And I became a school bus driver. I was taking to school, from school to school, out of school. And for me, this was a Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise special job. Because you have to wake up at 4 in the morning, very dark, Alaska is cold all the time. And you have to get this cup of coffee, and you have to dress warm, and you have to jump in your car, and everything is so frozen, you have to move this ice from your windshield, and you just drive it, and then you have to take this mid-school age kids to school. They grumpy, they not happy, they giving you hell at the bus, they have hormones, and I was like driving them and trying to mitigate and trying to keep them in, and I'm answering to my PA system and radio, yeah, we're good, we're on the road, and the roads are ice, and there is not enough light, even street lights. It's a wilderness pretty much. That was a romantic job, Mission Impossible. Then I had another job, and I started saving my money, and I started open first company. Then I opened second company, and I started investing in real estate. So this is a part of my journey. But what's your journey? What's moving you? What's pushing you to the next level? What kind of questions you did not answer to yourself? Which probably there is like a block to hold you from the next push and the next level in your life. So today at this event, I'm presenting 3 different programs our coaching and business school company offers. The first program, it's called American Dream. What this program consists of, it consists of 30 days of intense and urgent digging into yourself and activating your searches, activating those deepest needs on a DNA level, on a molecular level. You have vibration, you're not satisfied, something is kind of not right, you feel it's not right. You have this kind of turmoil, and we need to figure out how to satisfy it, how to fix it, how to make it right, how to bring it to the calmness of your mind and liberation of your spirit. This is the happy moment when you kind of figure it out. The second, we're also talking about blueprint, your personal business blueprint, your roadmap from point A when you enter the United States or when you're starting your business, and then you're moving to the point B, C, D. If you do not see clear vision where you're headed, if you do not see yourself in 1 year, in 5 years, 15 years, if you do not see where your ship is going, you will be wandering. You will be maybe happy wandering, or maybe troublesome wandering on a big, vast sea of this opportunity called American Dream. After we figure out your personal blueprint, and I usually encourage people to have a multiple source of income and multiple streams of cash growth. We have to figure out your relationship with money, your relationship with business, your relationship with capitalistic mindset. What's your relationship with the idea of being wealthy, being rich? What's your idea with investments? What's your relationship with having more than you need, having abundance? So this is all psychological questions, but it's important to answer. When you figure out this, we're going to teach you how to play the game of Monopoly, the true, in real world, in real estate game. Not just the board game, which we know about this, but we teach you how to really play and put your first dot on a board. If you don't have your character, your avatar on the board of Monopoly, guess what? You're never gonna lose. Yes, never gonna lose. But you're never gonna win. You're never gonna win. So this is about your risk tolerance. If you don't wanna lose, so play safe. You know, just do 9 to 5 and don't invest in anything else and keep your money and go on. But if you want to learn some strategies how to increase your wealth, I have over 50 transactions in real estate in the United States and different creative approaches. Not just repeat same and same, but multiple different strategies and approaches how to invest in real estate, how to add value to the property you own or to the land you own. So there's multiple ways how you can invest, starting with zero. Wow. And I know I sound like the silly speakers on the TV, but I'm a real man. I have 4 children. My youngest just moved from high school to the university, and all of my other kids, they also, 2 of them finished university. The oldest daughter is already married for 5 years, and she's moving to the master's of psychology. The second son has finished university. So what I'm saying is this, not to brag, but to show you that from the broken English, when we moved to the United States, when I cannot pronounce the word insurance, bank, I come to the bank, and I don't know what a debit card is. 23 years ago, I did not, because in Eastern Europe, the banking system was just developing in 2000s, early 2000s, late 1990s. And I was able to build and build and build and rich American dreams. Good family, good business. Now I'm 50 years of age and figure out who I am. I'm looking forward to my next 50 years. I know what I'm gonna do. I know how I'm gonna go about life. I know how I'm gonna meet people with a different level of energy, different level of vibration, different knowledge, different attitude. I get set free. This is why one of my mottos, liberated spirit, is such an abundance of fearless energy that you can accomplish more than you can imagine. You feel so empowered. You need to connect a lot of dots. So this is my symbol, my emblem. There is a root system. And the deeper your roots, the better your fruits. So we're talking about depth of your connection with 4 major areas of your life. Like a chair you're sitting on right now, it has 4 legs. You have the spiritual side, your faith, your belief. You have your family, your clan, your friends, your social environment. You have your body, you have your fitness, you have a physical condition, you have the food consumption habits. And you also have another leg, which is your finances, your business, your economy. So this is 4 elements of life. They deserve to get attention daily. It's the same like brushing your teeth. You have to brush all of these 4 areas daily. This is mundane routine. When you develop this habit and you replace a negative habit, wasting time on something, and you replace them with a positive habit of maintaining and polishing these 4 areas of your life, we're going deeper in this in my studies, your life becomes flourishing. The energy fountain is kind of blossoming, pushing you to the next level. And guess what? I'm talking about good American dream, And about the same time when I reached midlife crisis and I'm getting this all fancy toys and travels and so on and so forth, I get hit what's called the boredom. I become bored. I have money, I have recognition, I have success. I can travel anywhere in the world. And I become kind of cocky. And I'm like, snobby. I got it. And I'm 44. And at that time, I'm hiring wrong partner. He leads me into the devastation, almost losing my company. He files lawsuit 1, lawsuit 2, lawsuit 3, lawsuit 4. There is another big financial challenges I'm facing. Now I have a IRS after me, collectors after me. Now I have another lawsuit from some other organization after me. And I'm like, whoa. I'm just like raising like a rocket. I'm successful. And then when you have, in America we say, when it rains, it pours, right? So it's not just when it's raining, it's pouring. And it's like a Bible story about Job, when he was successful and happy and chilling and cooling, and then his donkey get killed, then his camels, then his houses, then his kids, there is tornado, there is this, there is that, and then he got hit with a sickness. So I went through a lot of betrayal. I went through a lot of, it's literally like a boxing on the ring. You're like, okay, I'm preparing all my life to it, and then when you get hit once really hard, there's a saying by Michael Tyson, he said, everybody has a plan until you get hit in the face. Then you kind of like, disillusioned, what's going on? Why? I'm a good person. I am the good person. Why, Lord? Why? It's not the right question, why? The right question is, what are you going to do about it? It's not going to change. You need to deal with it. You need to figure out lessons. Why does it happen? How do you open this doors? How do you open this door? And I'm navigating from that. And there is another betrayal sometimes, some problems in my personal life, my family life. And I'm like, whoa, I don't deserve this. But all of that was given to me by God, Creator, by universe, by my destiny, to lead me into the deeper understanding of my calling. And given my root system to go deeper into finding those answers and pulling nourishment, pulling good, healthy water and minerals and juices out of this trunk of this tree to boost energy of my leaves and my appearance and my new chapters of the life. So this is what we're talking about. The first program was American Dream. Second program at our business school, we're talking about EIN business credit. It's called bankable. Most of the companies, they die because they don't have the access to the capital. They lose the opportunity to invest money because they have short on capital. And sometimes they're forced to exploit their own personal credit or even use their house or some other assets as a collateral. They come to the big bank, Mr. Bank, please take me as a slave, give me more money. And the bank was like, yes, what we have, what we can control, and it's like a very devastating moment. But sometimes people feel like they need to do this. So through the bankable program, we work with our clients who already have the business or just about to start the business. It has to be not a DBA, it has to be not sole proprietorship, it has to be entity like LLC, S Corp, C Corp, or some kind of a company formed in official government institution. Then we work from 4 to 12 months on multiple indicators about your business. To prepare, it's like your report card in school. Like, how well do you study in the school? Bank not gonna ask you the grades, but bank will ask you your grading of your finances, your profit and loss, your investment strategy, your business plan, where you're headed. They will analyze how stable is your business. And there's about 150 points we're dealing with through this period of time. You're working with a virtual coach or you're working with dedicated human coach And it's a serious program, but after this 4, depends on the size of the business and how well organized run the business. Sometimes it takes 12 months, but we prepare you identity. You shining, you glowing, you happy, you come to the bank, and no longer come to the regular banks, you come to the commercial banks, which work with big corporations. They have a different interest rate, they have a different program, and there is many doors will be open for you. Because now bank look at you as a professional player. Now you in their level. They can play with you, and they trust you because you prove yourself worthy, and they dealing with you, and now you have access to other people money and a different scale. And the last program we offer, it might be not you right now, but maybe one day, or maybe you know somebody who goes through the struggle. Like I told you in the beginning, I faced this as a child. Addiction, suicide, divorce, betrayal, lawsuits, attorneys, IRS problems, some horrible sickness, anything like a crisis. If it comes to somebody's life and they need attention, this is the moment when the person is losing their life. The world is shattered. When you have the notice like, oh, your spouse is cheating on you. No, it's impossible. And then you see the proof, and then your whole life, like you've been building this, and it's like, how it's possible? Or your child is involved in something. It's impossible. Your bank account is arrested, and the levy is put in it, and IRS controlling. How it's possible? Or your identity gets stolen. There is some time in life coming, storm, devastating storm. And my program is designed to grab that person. Usually it's a already high performing, high achieving person, which already have a lot of stress, and he or she, they prepare to this battle, but then something hit them so hard that it swiped their feet under their body and they fall flat. This moment when they need this urgent, fast recovery, and it's just basically like grab them, pull them, and hold them. Minimum 30 days. Just hold them accountable to themselves. Hold them, that they don't fall in addiction, then don't destroy their psyche, they didn't end up bombs on the street, and they don't end up addicted to something, or even worse, to have a suicide. I have a calling. The questions I was asked when I was 10-year-old, I have a calling to solve those questions. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. After that process in this cemetery, I was laying in my bed, and I couldn't fall asleep. I'm shaking. And I look at the ceiling, and I did not know God at the time. I know about God. My mother and my grandmother, they were Russian Orthodox believers, but I did not know God. And I started talking with something out there in the darkness of my room, and saying, if I could have 3 wishes, like those fairy tales, when you have the three wishes, whatever you want to do with them. And I'm like laying in my first wish, I want my mama to have a furry coat. She really wanted to have shuba. And I want my mama to have a furry coat. And then second, I want everybody to have eternal life, never die. And I have a third wish. I want dead people, because my uncle just passed away, I want them to be resurrected. These 3 crazy dreams was occupying me. And this put me on a quest 40 years ago to find and search the answers. And 6 years after that, I was about 16, finishing high school, I entered the movement of God, the church, the radical, charismatic, powerful church. When we start seeing miracles take place, people get healed, people get happy, people get resurrected from their misery of life. And I inherited it, and I ran with it for about 20 years. I was a pastor, I finished Bible school, I did a lot of missionary work, but I always been involved in the business side. I have multiple businesses, multiple transactions, multiple financial educations. So this is about me, Tatiana. If you can continue in English, please. If not, you will switch to Russian, and then our guest will be figuring out what's going on.
Okay, thank you so much. It's amazing, Sergiy. Your story is really amazing. And I think everyone has one question. What about your dream? What is your American dream?
Oh, my dear. because I reached these basic necessities of life, right? I reached that moment of satisfaction. All my expenses are covered, all my investments are met. I have to start chilling till the moment I reach this 50 years of age. I come out of my midlife crisis and I start this movement. The Core Nation, it's invisible nation of like-minded people, spiritually activated, mentally strong, physically fit, financially secure, movement of mighty, powerful men and women who is ready to take the world upon themselves. We have answers because we have roots and we have connections. So there is Psalm 1, but it's very hard to read here. But the point is, this is my American dream, to help one person at a time, to transform their life, to give them boost, to support them as much as I can, to pour all my energy, knowledge, prayers, support into their transformation. And I truly know how to do it. I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting. I really know. That's why I'm doing this journey. I'm pushing this big movement, one person at a time.
It's amazing. It's really amazing, and I hope, Sergiy, you will share your American dream with everyone. And it's really awesome with this symbol. And so, how we can become your followers? So, what we should to do to listen to your program? So, how we can to be participate of your program?
Thank you very much. This is really, I was losing that part. Obviously, you have this website, skd.club, which is basic information there, all connection to my social media. I do have a challenge because I'm fluent in Russian, I do speak decent enough Ukrainian language, and I obviously practice in my English, un poquito español, and para italiano. I'm trying to be more accessible in multiple languages. That's why I have a multiple social media platform. It's better to get in touch with me. For the first initial consultation is free. We just chat and talk, and I figure out the best way to assist you. We have some free programs. They just, content and just get in touch with me. And there is Telegram group, there is YouTube channels, multiple, there is an Instagram account. I'm trying to put a lot of information out there to assist as much people as I can. It's free, but there is also trainings I'm offering. Some of them 30-day trainings, some of them 8 weeks, which is 2 months training, some of them just 1 weekend, get in touch. And there is annual programs as well.
Thank you so much. And as I understand, Sergiy, it's already started. Your program already started. So everyone, we can get in touch with Sergiy on all Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all media. Yes, and Sergiy will answer very quickly, correct?
Absolutely.
To build your own American dream. Thank you so much, Sergiy. Thank you.
Thank you, Tatiana. And please come in about 1 hour. We will have another meeting. Right? Yes, at 2 o'clock. Thank you, everybody. Questions. We have a few minutes for questions. Right? Maybe? Okay, let's do it.
Yes, I saw some person who I will help, sometimes we can be so scared to ask questions. So my question is, and I think it's not only my question, California is not a cheaper state in America. And your journey was from Alaska to California. Is depend American dream from in which state you start your American dream? Because in some state it's more cheaper, in some state it's more expensive, like taxes, like someone who is dependent on personality.
It's a deep conversational question. Obviously, it depends on your personal attitude. Doesn't matter state you come. If you come with attitude to win, to overcome, you will figure it out. If there is any other humans lived around you, doesn't matter what language they speak, what nationality they have, what their bank account, if there is humans, not aliens, not artificial intelligence, right? Robots, but if the humans, they figure it out, you will figure it out. Absolutely. Maybe somebody else has a question? No? No live questions? Okay, so we're gonna finish at that, but we will come back and I will have a different subject for the next meeting in about an hour and a half.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Все, Сереж, выключаем.
Спасибо. Слушай, очень интересно. Я прям смотрю, именно думаю, а я не останусь.
I wish I been prepared to speak in Russian. Я думаю, что